Hi, my name's Ben Shelton, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick walkthrough on how to play In Your Own Sweet Way by Dave Brubeck, as recorded by Wes Montgomery. So let me start out first by just playing the tune for you. Alright, so at first let me just make you a quick recommendation for a book that's going to help you understand what I'm saying here a little bit better. It's called the Barry Harris Harmonic Method for Guitar. So if you don't know him, Barry Harris is a great jazz educator and a phenomenal piano player who has a theory for how to do jazz chords basically based on inversions of major and minor sixth chords and the diminished scale and inversions of diminished chords. So basically the idea is, a lot of guitar players will, see a C minor 7 chord and say, I know how to play that, and just make their hand in the shape and then hit on the chord. But the idea behind this sort of approach is you lead the voices around, you create movement, and the movement is what makes the piece interesting. And so this tune is actually a pretty good example of the way that this works. If you start out, we'll just walk through the tune one chord at a time and see what it is exactly that Wes is doing. So it starts out just simple harmony in the key of the tune, right? So you have minor 7s, you go from B minor 7 to C minor 7, and it's just the regular 1, 3, 5, and the 9th on top. Now what's interesting next is how he moves here. So what is this exactly that we have here? Well, we've moved what was the 5th down by half step and made it into kind of a D7 flat 9 chord. And then after that we're going to go diminished here. Just kind of a fill-in chord as a transition chord between two changes. So we have, and here's an interesting one. What's going on here? So if you look at the chord you have, and that's over a G in the bass. So what this is a G minor major 7, but it moves. You get motion. And where does that come from? So if you look at the Barry Harris harmonic approach, this is something that they call borrowing in the book. So the idea is you have this chord here, which is 1, 5, 6th, and a minor 3rd on top. So you have a minor 6 chord, a G minor 6th. But to transition into that, we're going to get a new chord by borrowing a note from the diminished chord that's up here. So, right? So if that's where this chord is, you know this voicing for the diminished chord. And this. So, this is, that note comes out of the diminished chord here. That's the next one up in the minor 6 diminished chord scale. So this one comes up, and we're going to take this here and stick that note where that used to be. And that's going to get us that motion here. Okay. What's going on next? So we go to C minor 7, and we're just going to play a simple chord scale here, right? We have a C minor 9th, you know the voicing. The This is a simple Wes Montgomery kind of voicing. If you watch my other video on Wes Montgomery chord scales, you'll see it. So now we're just going to put the suspension on top, take the minor third and move it up to the fourth. Diminished chord again. Here we're doing something interesting. What is this? Well, if you look, it's diminished here, right? Just a simple voicing diminished, but then this is the fourth here on top, this fourth interval. So if you think of it, it's the same as this chord. You know, you all have done this. Only you're not playing the root. So it's a B flat 7 with a flat 9 on it. And then here, or F7 flat 9 rather. Then you're going to go to the B flat here, which is a B flat 6 9. Now this is interesting, right? This looks like a C minor ninth kind of voicing, but it's not functioning as one. It's actually functioning as the 4 major 7 chord here. So if you look at the E flat in the bass and put this here, you have the 5th, the root, the 3rd, and the major 7th is on top. So now we go to having an A minor 7 chord, or A flat minor 7 chord here. The same voicing here. Fill in the chord scale, then come up to an inversion of this, right? So what is this? This is just a D flat 13. Come back down to the inversion, and then this is that same voicing here, diminished, and then the 4th interval on top that gets us the dominant 7 flat 9 sound. Fill in with another diminished chord. You know this voicing. So this is just a voicing for a major 7, right? This guy, the 3rd, 5th, major 7th, and the 3rd again on top. Diminished chord, fill in again. And this is just your regular voicing for a B major 7. So what is this? This is a C7, sharp 9, with a sharp 5 on top. It's the same as this voicing down here, but up here. Then we go to just a regular F7 sharp 9. So this is just a B flat major 7 sharp 11, right? It's the same as this guy, but this guy flat. So now that you kind of see how this flows, I'll play through it quick and try and talk you through it while it's going. C minor 7, go on to the 7 flat 9 by moving that 5th down a half step. Fill in with diminished. We're borrowing to get to the minor major 7 sound, and here we're down to the minor 6 voicing again. Inversions, diminished, 7 flat 9, B flat 6 9. Looks like C minor 9th, but it's actually functioning as E flat major 7th. We're going to go to A flat minor 7, inversion, diminished, inversion, D flat 13th, come back down, 7 flat 9, fill in with diminished, G flat major 7, fill in with diminished again, B major 7, C 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, F7 sharp 9 goes to F7 flat 9, and B flat major 7 sharp 11. Alright, so that about does it, how to play that tune. If you have any questions, corrections, or anything else, please let me know. Otherwise, yeah, take a look at that Barry Harris book. It really does a good job of showing you exactly where this stuff comes out of and how you can use these same moves in order to harmonize your own tunes or come up with your own new material. Y'all have a good one now.